everyone. Thank you for coming to my senior presentation and taking the time out of your busy lives to be here. I'm really grateful for that. And without further ado, I'll show you what I've done throughout high school and my future plans in life. So, first off, here's my family. I think my life has been pretty unique. I was born in Braunschweig, Germany. I'm a dual citizen and I speak German, so does the rest of my family. My mom's side of the family was born in Wolfsburg, Germany. They part of the car manufacturing company VW there, and they've all worked with cars there, and we try to visit there every year. This is my sister Leah, this is Ava, this is Noah, this is me, this is my dad, and this is my mom. And my mom, Rebecca, I'd like to congratulate her for also putting up with 5 teenagers at home and running a household at the same time while my dad's been working in Wyoming, and she's done a really great job with that. So throughout my high school career, I've done a lot of activities and a few sports. In my high school years, in sophomore year and junior year, I started cross country and track. I was encouraged by a few friends to start that, and I'm so grateful that I did that. I learned teamwork, and I learned so much and made so many bonds with teammates and coaches, and so grateful for starting that. I also had the great opportunity of being in cross country and track with all my siblings. And in Zilla and Manson, I've made so many connections. I've also been able to juggle both academic and athlete life, and was a scholar athlete 2 years in a row. And this year was also track team captain, where I was able to be a great example to my peers and teach them what I've learned throughout track this past couple of years. And I'm really grateful for what sports has offered for me, both in Zilla and Manson. I've also been involved in quite a few clubs and internships, namely robotics. I was in robotics since middle school when I built Lego robots with Snap coding, and I've carried that with me all the way to high school here in Manson, where I've been in robotics, learned a bit of C++, and was an engineer on the robotics team. I've also been part of the National Honor Society, where I'm the current president, and we learned a lot about service and being part of the community. And I also did an internship down in Olympia, where we learned the functions of the educational government and Washington state government, and we got to tour legislative buildings of our state government, and that was a really great experience where I got to meet our state representatives as well. And these extracurricular activities have connected me with my community, and they have built me up as a person. I'm also proud of quite a few awards and accomplishments throughout high school. I've completed 70 college credits, which is pretty hard to do, and I'm really proud of that, and they've given me a deeper understanding of topics that I wouldn't really be exposed to until college. Last year I earned my Eagle Scout award. I've been part of Boy Scouts since I was 12 years old, and I finally earned that through my Eagle Scout project. I'm really proud of that, and it's really showed me others of what the person I am today and what I'm capable of. I'm part of an honor roll, and I'm really glad to say that I've been jazzman for all trimesters in my high school career, and I'm also a most outstanding jazz musician in freshman and sophomore year. For those of you who know me, music is a huge part of my life. It's always the thing I go to relieve myself of stress, and it's a massive passion that I have in my life. So in Zilla and here, I was part of Pep Band and had the great opportunity of auditioning for something called WIBIC, which is Western International Band Play, something that happens in Seattle, where you get to play with composers who have made certain pieces, and you get to play with so many people that have the same passions as you, and it's so great to see a wide range of people who have the same desire and can carry out that task. And if you're unified, you can make great things happen. So that was an awesome experience. I've played piano for so much as I've done that, and I've made so many connections with friends and learned so many instruments as well. I played the piano, the marimba, the drum set, bass guitar, and have sung as well for a couple of years in a choir in Zilla. I'm really glad I'm participating in music. It's made who I am today, and I'm glad to keep doing it throughout my life. So I've done quite a few community contributions as well throughout my high school career. Before I was in high school, I was in a school called Heritage Christian School out on the Yakima Indian Reservation. And every year they would do a fundraiser at the state fair at their fair booth and make burgers, and I would help just maintain the fair booth. And I worked at least 100 hours every year there, and it was so fun. We got to work with old friends and meet people there at the fair and learn how to make burgers, and I'm glad I did that. I also did my Eagle Scout project last year, which took almost 300 hours to do. We basically remodeled the roof on an ice house, which is part of Zilla's history. It's really cool to be part of preserving the town's history and helping remodel a monument in that town. I was also part of a lot of small service projects through my church, where we just help community members and church members with small projects like gardening and such. And I've grown as a person and grown closer to my community throughout those activities. Now for my gratitude slide, I'm really grateful for a numerous amount of people. First off, Coach Toulson, who encouraged me to do track when I moved over here in Manson. And he's taught me hard work, and he's taught me to try new things. And he saw my potential in running, and it's like, you are going to be a great asset to Manson's sport program. And I'm so glad that I seized that moment and listened to him, and that I could run with friends and try harder and to work hard to achieve a goal. And I'm so grateful for Coach Toulson for that. Also, Mr. Schoonover and Mr. Brown, who have both mentored me and been my music directors throughout high school. They have done so much for me. They have noticed my passion for music, and they have helped preserve that and grow that. And they have let me explore different fields in music, and have basically encouraged me to keep going in music throughout my life, because it's such a great thing to have in life. Also, Mr. Hellison, when I moved over here, he noticed that I had a passion for science, and he knew I loved that. And even though I was struggling with moving here, which was really hard, he encouraged me to finish chemistry and to power through, even though it was really hard to finish. And I'm glad that he's taught me to persevere with something, because I'll look back later and be glad that I've done that. So I'd like to thank him for that. Also, special thanks to Mrs. Peterson and my dad, especially through senior year. Mrs. Peterson has been a huge help with scholarships and any other small questions of what to do as a senior, and without her it would have been a lot harder and a lot less clear. I've done a lot of scholarships with her help, and I'm so grateful that I can work with her throughout high school. And my dad, especially this last trimester, he has taught me hard work and to seize every moment. I'm doing 20 credit hours of college credit this trimester, and that would not be possible without my dad's support and his knowledge and his encouragement. And he really sees my potential as a person and wants me to be my best. So I'm super grateful for him for that. And so my next steps, I will be graduating from Manson High School and then serving a 2-year mission in the fall for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, where really pursue my passion of helping people. And after that, I want to go to college at BYU Provo, where I will either pursue a field in medical or engineering, where I will be able to help people and pursue a very rigorous and knowledge-filled life. And I'm really forward to my future, and I know that I can accomplish a lot. So without further ado, I'd like to thank all of you for